Hey guys, it's Kathy here and welcome back to another weight loss update video. And as you know, I tried, or as you may not know, I tried visualization this whole week. So I just wanted to go over that, and I'm also going to go over a few other things in this video, such as the benefits of visualization, why I am visualizing while running, what have I been doing, how have I been visualizing, benefits that I have found, some drawbacks, and my thoughts so far, which has only been a week of visualization, but what I think of it so far, and also my weight loss update for the week. Alright, so let's just get into it. Benefits of visualization, just general benefits. Visualization provides you with clarity. That's what I found, at least, and it lets you really focus in on your intention and what you want. I find that it was very minimal distractions out when I was running. It just felt really, I felt like I had a really clear goal, and it was a pretty good feeling, actually. Sorry if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my notes, okay? Yeah, you can clarify what you want. Like my goal is to be 145 pounds and fit, and so you can really visualize what that looks like in your mind and without any outside interferences. It's just really straightforward, laser focused on what your goals are. And it'll be different than mine, but you concentrate on your goals and how you want your body to feel when you reach your goal weight. It's kind of, you're visualizing the end result. So important to these visualizations that you have as much detail as possible. So I've been looking at pictures of like runners and a runner's physique, and how I want my body to look like when I reach my goals. Like how each body part looks, basically. I visualize how I want my legs to look, how I want my arms to look, how I want my back to look, how I want my butt to look, visualize each individual body part. It's also important while visualizing to kind of let go of any negative influences, even internal or external. Like your negative internal would be your negative self-doubt talk that, quite frankly, happens. And also external, like what people say, like, oh, you can't do that, you'll never accomplish that, that's a crazy goal. Anything negative, like, oh, that's not realistic. Negative thoughts like that, it's important to let those go. I'm very much still working at that. It's kind of hard to just let it go, you know what I mean? But it's a learning process also. Hi there, sorry, just had a little interruption. Kids came back from outside, so I have a little one over here, a little bit off camera. I'm sure she'll be on camera soon. So if you hear some noises, then that's what it is. She's reading Brown Bear right now, but this is what it is. This is my life situation. Very minimal time to shoot these videos, so here we go. Back into it. So why do I visualize while running? Well, I have been stuck in the 180s for 3 solid months, and it's been frustrating, to say the least. I'm not making very much progress as much as I want to, and I just I need to try something different. And as you may or may not know, I do these HIIT workouts in the morning from HasFit, YouTube channel HasFit. Awesome, I love it. It's a husband-wife team. Couldn't say more positive things about it. It's amazing, and you should try it if you like HIIT workouts. But he's always very motivational. Coach Kozak is his name, and he's always saying, visualize why you're working out. Why are you here? What do you want to achieve? And when I was out for I do weighted backpack hikes usually once a week, and when I was out there, one time this week I didn't have my headphones on or anything, and that just kept going through my head. And when I was walking, I was just visualizing each body part that I was working. Like when I was working my butt, walking up a hill, I visualized like what I wanted my butt to look like. When I felt my legs going up a hill, I I visualized what I wanted my legs to look like rather, and so on and so forth for basically all the body parts. Even like I could feel my back and my shoulders, so I was visualizing what that would look like when I'm at my goal weight. And I just thought, okay, I'm gonna just try this and do this every single time I'm out. Just visualize what I want myself to look like. So no iPod, no nothing. So that's why I went out, and that's why I started visualizing. Mostly, basically out of like frustration of my lack of progress, right? Okay, so now, like, what are the benefits that I have seen so far? Just 1 week of visualization. Well, I did pretty good on the scales this week, as I'll get into later on in this video. I don't have interruptions. A good example right now, where I get interrupted and I can't think about it as much as I could. I can't focus. So I really am like laser focused, or if you want to say that, on my weight loss and what I want to achieve. I don't fall asleep. When I was doing it in the morning, visualizing, I sometimes would drift off until my alarm would go off, because I would set it for 5 minutes of a visualization. So sometimes I wouldn't even visualize. I would like nod off, or I would just think about other things, not what I was intending to focus on, like intending to visualize. So this, by working out and visualizing those body parts that you're actually working, getting smaller, it's just easier. It just goes together. You're like, oh, my legs are hurting. I go, what not hurting, but I can feel my leg muscles. What do I want those to look like? I go, oh, my butt's really working right now. What do I want that to feel like? It's much easier to stay focused and clear on my goals and what I want to accomplish. I also focus on like the big picture and what I want to accomplish in life, not just necessarily weight loss, which is most of it, don't get me wrong, but I also focus on, okay, what am I trying to do here? What are my goals? What are my expectations? And like, what is that going to look like when I meet them? And I think about that and visualize about my end goal, or at least my goal to date, right? Obviously not an end goal, but my current goals. And as an added bonus, I kind of focus on my running form, just kind of not visualization related, but just being quiet and concentrating. I'm not concentrating on anything going on in my ears, like music or people talking like from an iPod. I'm just, or from a podcast rather, I'm just concentrating on like, oh, my shoulders straight, not shoulders, but my back straight, my shoulders back. How's my form and how's my breathing? I just have more conscious about how I am running as well. So that's been a great benefit too, especially since I love trail running and I would like to get better at it. What are the drawbacks of visualizing while running? There's not many, to be honest. The main one that I found is that while it's good to let negative thoughts go, once they come into your mind, recognize them and let them go, I find that hard to do still. Sometimes it's easy to dwell on the negative, and sometimes I'll let those thoughts run through my head for longer than I should. But it is something I'm working on, and I think that's just going to take time to be able to let those negative thoughts go. Like negative thoughts like our personal situation right now, where we are, like our financial situation, relationships. It's just things that aren't going completely well. Right now it's easy to dwell on those, and I'm working on turning it into a positive, like, okay, I'm working on this is where I want it to be, but it's only been 1 week really of this, so I'm not totally there yet. It's something that I'm working on, or that I recognize that I need to work on anyways, that I need to let go of those negative thoughts sooner than what I currently am doing. So what are my thoughts so far on visualization? Well, I think it's pretty clear that I do like it, I enjoy it, and I thought I would miss listening to music more, or actually I don't really listen to music, I listen to podcasts. I thought I would miss that more, but I don't. Surprisingly enough, I don't get bored. I thought listening to my own self in my head would get a little bit repetitive, but it's not. I find it really good for even just like clarity of thought, like coming up with video ideas and coming up with life goals, and I enjoy the sounds of nature, birds chirping, and my feet running on the leaves, that crunchy sound. I just really like all the noises of nature and sounds of nature, and I've really enjoyed it, and I continue to. So let's get to the scale this week. How did I do with this visualization, and how did the scale like my visualization? Well, I weighed in at 183.6 pounds this week, which is a loss of 3 pounds from last week. So that is amazing. I feel awesome. It's a sign that I'm doing the right things, obviously. I just need to keep it up, right? So was it all visualization? I don't know. Time will tell. I'm going to keep on visualizing and keep doing what I'm doing, and I hope for the same results. Well, so what did I do this week? Besides visualization, I did my HIIT workout every morning. Without fail, I did a 30-minute HIIT workout. I love the HasFit. That's what I do. I throw on a HasFit video and I work out for 30 minutes. Love it. Going to do it. Keep doing that. I ran every single day this week, except for the one day that I did a weighted backpack hike. So I put 20 pounds worth of weight in a backpack and hiked for the same amount of kilometers. So basically my workout routine is I run 5 days a week, and 1 day a week I walk, and another day a week, and then the last day of the week I have a weighted backpack hike. I guess I should also mention that while I did visualize every day, every walk or run that I did this week, a few days a week my son was with me. He's 11. He's a really good runner. He's way faster than I am, but he basically walks what I jog, right? So, but he was with me every day, and he is quite a chatterbox. So despite even being a little bit distracted when he was with me, I felt that I was still able to think about what I wanted, think about my body goals at least. Yeah, obviously I wasn't quite as focused as I was on the days that I was by myself, but I found that I was still able to focus on what, like when I was working my different body parts like my butt, my legs, I was able to focus on those and still visualize what I wanted to look like, or what I want to look like when I reach my goal weight. So I guess just despite distractions, a little bit of distractions, it's really fun to go out with him for a run, because he's getting old enough now that, you know, he's able to do that. And honestly, he's pretty good shape, so he gives me something to strive towards, really. He's pretty fast, and so I have to, if I want to keep up with him, I gotta get moving too, right? So it actually works out pretty well. But I just wanted to mention that I was a little bit distracted those few days when he came with me for a run, but I was still able to visualize adequately, I think. Also, I found that I was making better choices while I was eating. I would still keep in my mind a picture of what I want to look like. So when I was picking out food to eat, you know, I chose healthier food, which isn't usually I usually do choose healthy, but sometimes I eat too much of it. So even too much of a good thing is still too much, right? So I still, I just made better choices, and I think it definitely worked. Like visualization, while I was doing it mostly on my run, I also did it in, like, it was also on my mind when I wasn't running, when I was just doing normal activities. So that's a pretty awesome. All in all, it was an awesome week. I highly recommend visualization if you're stuck, or if you want to improve your fitness, or whatever goals you are, whatever goals you set out to accomplish. I'm going to keep visualizing, and keep you posted on on my progress. All right. So as always, stay positive, work hard, and wash your hands.